I'm going to start putting some textures on this materials. Really, I've decided that I'm going to do this just in Blender, at least for now, with very basic materials that are going to have a color, some noise, and some low roughness. And you know, eventually I'll do some text, and I'll do some buttons that glow. So it's going to look sort of newish, new object, new materials, as opposed to you know, run down, worn. I may change my mind at some point and UV unwrap these and do them in Substance Paint or something, but that's just what I'm thinking for now. So I hope it's not going to be too boring. It's very straightforward and beginnerish type stuff. What I've done in the meantime is I put in an environment texture in the world here. I just click here and do environment texture and choose an HDR from the internet. I've done that, and I've also, I think, come down here under film and clicked on transparent. So when I do render this, it would actually have a transparent background, and I may change that to black later. So that's what I've done, and I've got my collections here. And what I want to do first of all is not this. I want to pull this down and turn this into a UV editor. And I'm going to open up a reference image. So that's the image that this is taken from. And I want to have that there so that I can color pick from it. So I'm going to come over here to the shading editor. And let's get the camera view. And this is what I had. Okay. So what I want to do here is just come over here and color pick. That may be pretty close to what I want anyhow. A little bit greenish. Well, so depending on the lighting, I'll just go with that. Okay, so I've got my basic color here. And what I'm going to do now is just add a noise texture. I'll Control T as well. I'm going to connect object into there. And then I'm going to have a color ramp. And then I'm going to have a vector bump. Connect it to the height and connect this up. Alright, so that's gone berserk. So I'm going to do 0.1. Try that. And then bring this up to about 300 maybe. I'll bring the detail all the way up. Let's see if we can get a sense of any of that noise in there. Okay, there it is. And I think I'll bring this down to about 0.35. The slightest. And that's going to be the basis of most of my materials right there. Alright. So under materials here, I've called this white. And everything has that material right now. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is go around and put in the black. Okay, so for this, I'm going to click here, make a copy. I'm going to call this block. And right here, I'm just going to, let's see, bring that up. I'm just going to take this down to around there. And we'll look at that noise later and see if it's too much. So those are going to be black. And over here, we're going to need some black in here. I'm going to select that and go Control Plus. And I'm going to come over here to my materials. I need two materials on here. I need the white and the black. And so I'm going to click the plus, choose black, and assign. These are going to be black to start with. We'll put some light in there. And over here, the end is going to be black. So I'm going to select that. Let's focus on that. And Control plus a few times. Try going to there. I need more than one material on here. I actually need 3: white, metallic, and black. So I'm going to click the plus, black, and assign. Okay. These sort of rubber-like pads are going to be black. So it's not really rubber that I'm making here, but I hope it'll look okay. And black. And I'm just going to go around and do this for pretty much everything that is black. So bear with me while I do that. I can select a few things here. And then select the black thing last and Control L, materials. Now the black on all of them. I believe these wheels are going to be black here as well. Okay, there's some more black that I want on here. I want to do the grating part in black. There, and also this front part here. And this thing's going to have black and silver. I'm just going to make it black for the moment, and I'll put some metal on there. Okay, come over to these dials, and they're going to be black as well. Now I've still got some white in here, in the rest of it, in these pieces here. I'm going to leave those, but I'm going to come in here, and I'll focus on that. And I'll get those. So I'm going to click the plus and choose white and assign. Hopefully that will look okay from a distance at least. Choose the plus and white. Let's go over to this side. This piece is going to be black. And that. The strap. I want these little guys here to be black. And these. These buttons here. I'm going to do the backs of these toggle switches. What do they call the backs, the bolts, whatever, in the washrooms. And this stuff here. That piece is going to be black right there. So we might as well come in and do that. Come one more. And this is going to have two materials, so I'll hit the plus, black, and the sign. Okay. All right, I think I'll do the metal next. If I take this, I hit the plus, I'll call this metal. And I'm not sure I really need to color select this. I can try. It's probably going to be an off-green color if I do it, yeah. So I think I'll come back in here and just sort of slide it up to there for now. I'll drag the metallic out. I don't think I'm going to go for full metallic. I think I'll do that, and then maybe, let's see. I might make this a smaller noise. Just less of it. And just for now, like that. So let's start getting some of this metal in here. And I want the border of this to be metal. But I'm not sure about this one here. I might have that as black. Okay. So let's come in here and just focus on that. And, okay, so what do I want to do here? Okay, that whole circle. I'm just going to do it bit by bit. Material here, which is the metal sign. I get it. Okay. And I want this to be metal. I believe. Yeah. And these screws. These ones might be a bit hard to see. Okay, we got that. Okay. And I need this piece here. So I'll do there, and then just come around like this. Let's see, I need another material here, which is the metal. Let's see if that's enough. Yeah, that looks, okay, I think I got that. At the bottom of the wheels, yeah, I'm gonna get some metal down here. These guys here are gonna be metal. So, yeah, and I think probably the bottom of these. This thing is metal, and all of these. These clips. This bar, I'm gonna need another material here. Actually, let's not do it that way. Let's take this, there's no white, this is gonna be metal. And these are gonna be metal. This whole case, including these clips. we add now? Okay, the toggle switches themselves. And there is something else, that thing there. And the screws, those are going to be metal there. This part is going to be black. Okay. All right, so far so good. Now let's do the main panel here, and let's maybe use that metal here. Oh, let's fix that up. Let's just create a new material off that, and I'm going to call this green body. And I'll come in here. Just make it a bit more green and a bit darker. And for this one, I'm going to choose that green body, make another copy, and I'll call that green plate. And color select that. But I want a bit of other color. I want a black border on this, so let's take this and focus on that. And I'll come in here and then Control plus till I get to, I don't know, maybe there. Let's try that. Create a new material there, or add a new slot at least. And aside, let's see if that's what I really wanted. Or if I want it coming up a little bit further, I might want another row of that. Yeah, I'm going to do another row of black. Okay. And this piece, let's copy that and call it screen. And let's color pick sort of from around there. But I think I will just have it. Let's see what that's like. Just trying to get that reflection. I think I'm going to make that smooth, and so I think I'm going to just get rid of this stuff here. Maybe even a little bit lower. Yeah, I'll try that. Okay, so where does that leave me? These buttons over here. Okay, so I got that one. Okay. I'm going to call this button orange. And I'm just going to slide that over. Let's see. Maybe I'll just color pick it again. I'm going to do that. And I'm going to change this to button. I'll call it cream. All right. It's more brown than anything in it. We'll do that. I'm not sure what I want to do with this. I'm going to try this button cream color. I'll see if I like that at all. I'll deal with the paper another time. I think I've got most of it the way I want to start. So let's go back to layout. Let's turn it off this way. And let's do a quick render like that and have a look. All right, this is what my render looks like so far in cycles. Still have to do something with that floor. But what I want to do now is I want to put some lights in these buttons. So I'm going to shut that off to make it a little bit easier, and we're going to come over here, and it's not going to look exactly the same, but this is just something that I want to do the way I want to do it. So what I'm going to do is put an emission material behind the buttons. Now this is only going to work really in cycles, and it's sort of going to mimic that bloom that you get in Eevee, and we can also do some stuff in the compositor, but I'll show you what I want to do here. I'm going to select that face and Shift S cursor selected, bring the 3D cursor there, and I'm going to bring in a circle. And I've done this before in various, well, I didn't need 32, so let's do that again. I'm talking too much. I'll just go for like 18, and I'll scale that down. Like I said, I've done this before in other videos. I'm going to look from the side in wireframe. Focus on that, so it's my button. Okay. I'm going to rotate this to sort of match this. That's good enough. And bring this back. I just don't want it into the body. I'm not sure where the body is. It might be that, but regardless of that, let's look from the front. I just want a small circle there. And we're going to come up here, and for materials, create a new material, and I'm going to call this emission button. I'm going to choose an emission material. I'm going to give this a strength of, start with say 75. So that should be under there. And then let's just have a look down here. Now I think I actually am going to want it further back now that I see this. Yes, I'm just going to look from here. I guess I'll put it back there. Let's try something here. Let's hide that. And do I still see it? Yeah, I still see it. Fantastic. Okay. Let's look from the front. Let's do this in wireframe, and let's bring that back. All right, so I just want that. So I'm going to Shift D and copy it. Maybe I'll bring it down a little bit. Let's copy those. And one more. Copy that. So I'm going to take all of these, and I'm just going to Control J to join them. So there's that. Okay. Now the next thing that I need to do is come to the button itself and come in, and I'm going to select that face. I think just that. And come up to my materials, and I've got black. I need a second material. I'm going to hit the plus, new. I'm going to call this translucent. And this, as you can see in here, and down in here, is going to be orange. Translucent orange. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and assign, and I'm going to choose translucent. And for my color, I'm going to, I'll just do it by eye. It's a sort of brownish color. And that's okay. All right, so I'm kind of simulating that color. It'll look a little bit lighter when I do it. So I've got that. Now, if I look at this, I see this. I don't see the light behind it yet, but we will. So let's go ahead and do all the different ones. So I'm going to have a light green here. So I'm going to select this. I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to go LT green. So just choose your colors. You can always adjust them. However, you'll notice that I'm pulling the brightness down to around the middle. I found that that's pretty important for this to work well. So just something like that is fine. Okay, so we got that. Let's come in here. Dark green and a sign. I may not have assigned that last one. I'll double check that in a second. Translucent. Okay, a darkish kind of a green. So just come back in here and hit assign. Those two are a little similar, but we'll see. And then I want these sort of white ones or off-white. So I can hit the plus, new, translucent. I'll call it white. But I'll bring that down to like there. Again, no, not that. That. And I need a second material here, and I've already created it, so I'll just come down to translucent white and assign. Okay, that's safe. Let's have a look at that. Okay, so I'm in my camera view. I'm going to go Control B and choose a region, just draw a box, and we'll press F12. So you can see what's starting to happen here. Later on, when I go into the compositor and I'll add some glare, it'll be a little bit more evident. I might need to adjust this green there. So what have I got here? A light green. Okay. Control Alt B to remove that, and 0 to get out of the camera view. And let's just take these. Yeah, just focus on them and turn that on. Okay. So what I want to do here, what was my problem? V-Render, how did it look? It was just a little bit too, not greenish, right? So what did I do here? Oh, I don't know. I'll darken that. I'll just bring it into the green. And then I'll take this one. And I'll just darken that some more. That's probably fine. Anyways, that's the general idea. Okay. So I think the last thing that I will do in this video is I will do a similar thing over here on the cart. Now, this may not look like they're glowing, but I want to do the same thing. I just think it'll look kind of cool. So I'm just going to come over here and I'll press that and I'll get over there. All right, so yeah, it's okay. So I'm going to do the same kind of thing. Let's create a new one. Oh, it's over there, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, okay. Good enough. Let's go in. I'll create my circle. I have to fill it. I want these quite small. Let's look from the side and rotate 90. And look in wireframe, and they're going to go back there. I just need to make sure they're not inside the body of the cart. Okay, and they're not. That's fine. So let's bring everything back. We're looking wireframe in the front. So I got that. Shift E. And again, and I'll put them in. I'll just join them together. And for materials, I need that emission button. 75. Okay. All right. Cool. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the translucency. I'm going to, they're all the same, so I'm just going to select this face here, and I'm going to go Control Plus and get the sides as well. Plus button to add another material, and I want translucent orange, I think, on this, so we'll try that and see how it looks. All right, so if I look at that, I should see that there. Okay, so it's time to check out a render. Let's do Control B then, just to render that region. There we go. Okay, so it's not overpowering or anything. Just gives that effect. Instead of just coloring in orange, it sort of looks like a region, a bit of a glowing button. Okay, so with that done, I think it's time now to do another render. Maybe for the moment I'll put, let's just leave it. Okay, so I don't think I need that anymore for now, so I'm going to get rid of that. And I am in cycles, and I'm just doing this at 200 and 90% of my size. So let's just do it. I'll do something about this floor later. And as you can see, the buttons are somewhat glowing. They'll look better, like I said, later when I put some glare on in the compositor. These ones I'll probably change a little bit, and I might make these a little bit different as well. It's a very clean look. It's very easy to do. There's no special tricks or stuff going. I do like this clean look. For fun, I might, when this series is done, go back and do them again in Substance Painter and give it a different look. So what we have left to do, of course, is the paper, as I was saying. Some text. I'll probably do that with some stencils or decals. I'll create them in another software and just bring them in images as planes, probably, and plaster them here and there. They will probably also look pretty clean, so this will look like relatively new equipment. But we'll do that, and then I'll do a little bit of stuff in the compositor, and then I'll do some final renders, and that'll be it for this very basic series anyhow. So thank you for watching, and hope to see you in the next video.